The subject that I will talk about shortly may be one of the most important turning points in the history of humanity. It may not. After all, since technology is the basis of the position, I still want to tell you and I warn you in the first place. What I am about to tell should not be perceived as an investment advice. It only describes the basics of the technology called blockchain. How to make an investment? Questions such as whether the balloon will burst or not are not the subject of this video. Now, let's make a note of history. As of August 2021, when this video was prepared, one Bitcoin is worth approximately $50,000. Who knows what happened while you were watching this video? Anyway, some say like the 15-year-old who started buying Bitcoin at the age of 10 and is now a millionaire. And there are many more such examples. I have prepared this video so that you do not exaggerate and invest in what you do not know. It may be a little too technical in some parts, but we are talking about something technological. After all, watch patiently until the end and try to understand. Rewind where you don't understand. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency and payment system in 2008. This system was announced to the world with a 9-page PDF document. That person is the mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto, and there is a lot of speculation about him. Some even claim that this person is Elon Musk, but I don't think so. Anyway, let's not waste too much time on this mysterious personality for now. Let's leave him other videos. Let's focus more on the document he wrote. Because this document redefines money, perhaps the most important invention ever made by humans. Look, it says in the middle, I would like to emphasize the words used in the original electronic money system from person to person. Because they are words that have the power to destroy and rebuild industries in the few places where they are used. Bitcoin's structure is decentralized. It eliminates middlemen. It's decentralized. Well, who are these tools? Financial organizations, banks, countries, central banks. In the Bitcoin world, there is no such central authority. Instead, there is open source software. So you can download and examine his arms right now. You can even do better if you want. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin currently has more than 300 different currencies and their numbers increasing day by day. So it's not just Bitcoin, it is his approach. You know what excites me the most? I love chains. Here, every monetary transaction and money transfer in Bitcoin is written in blocks on a digital ledger. Now let's explain with an example. Is it something valuable? For example, I sold my car to Joe. 1 Bitcoin costs about a car. It's written that he sent Bitcoin, and this is how money transfers like this happen. This is something open to everyone. Even my information of the first Bitcoin transfer made in the world so far. Everyone can download it to their computer, and this 145 gigabyte file is open to everyone. Everyone can download it to their computer, and this 145 gigabytes file is open to everyone. Well, how can we trust this? There is a thief after all. Can these records be trusted? It's possible, because these records are kept by everyone. Unlike market ledgers, anyone can be a recorder if they wish, and they are constantly synchronized. When you send the Bitcoin to Arnold Joe, these 3 pieces of information, namely the sender's account number and the receiver's account number, are written on the books all over the world. To do this, you must first have an account. When you log into the Bitcoin world, you first create an account. We can also call it a digital wallet. This is my wallet security is provided by cryptography, or in other words, cryptology. So it's done with encryption. Every wallet has a key. One is private and the other is your public private key. Only you know and can use it. a signature that cannot be faked, like a personal signature. When Arnold wants to send Bitcoin, he can send it right away. No problem. For me, he signs it first with a key only he knows. Then it sends it to the Bitcoin network with the incoming key. Everyone also checks the accuracy of the transaction using this incoming key. If this public key is confirmed in the Bitcoin network, it is proven that the message sent came from the person who made the transaction, not from anyone else. So in this way, an identity check is made. Well, let's say our Arnold is very smart, and even though he has a Bitcoin, he first bought a car from me with it, and then he tried to make another Bitcoin transaction. What will happen in this case? Can he spend the same money twice? What would happen if he tried to do this in the traditional way? For example, with his money in the bank would not allow the second purchase to be made, because the banking system knew and controlled all the money he had in advance. When and how much is spent is as important as who it belongs to. When you want to make a spending or a money transfer in the Bitcoin world, the system has to check the amount you have before and all the money transfers you have made so far, because only in this way can it know how much assets you have at that moment. Considering that money transfers are made in many places and at the same time, it is quite possible that there are different records in various blocks and at that time. Considering that money transfers are made in many places and at the same time, it is quite possible that there are different records in various blocks at the time. Moreover, these records that seem to be different from each other may all be correct. Meanwhile, network delays may occur when calculations try to synchronize with each other. In short, cluttered information needs to be put in order. Here is a mathematical problem that needs to be solved with the help of technology. The complex mathematical problems required to perform monetary transactions in the crypto world are generated by a cryptographic hash function. Head starting to get confused? Be patient, you will understand. What does the hash function mean? In the most general sense, an algorithm that speeds things up means taking complex and very different lengths of data and converting them to fixed length data. Actually, hash functions are used in many places today, for example, to understand whether there are similarities in DNA sequences in the human body, or Shazam to wonder what that song was while playing a song. By opening an application like this, whatever the song playing there is converted into a certain code using a hash algorithm, and a spatial identity is produced. For each song, when you listen to the song on your mobile phone, this ID can be quickly found in a database of songs, while a calculation is made that reserves the information sent. Of course, being able to understand what a music song is very important in terms of security. It's a very easy algorithm to solve in the algorithm used, so it works very fast. However, in the Bitcoin world, 256-bit is used, which is a much more secure algorithm. In order to solve a problem created using the hash algorithm, a computer with powerful hardware needs to run for about 10 minutes. It may seem like it is not long, but considering that billions of similar problems need to be solved, we can say that this job is not done easily and quickly. That's why tens of thousands of computers with very powerful hardware in the world are constantly trying to solve these problems. So what is Bitcoin mining? Why so much electricity consumption and powerful hardware is constantly mining Bitcoin to bring justice to the world? Of course not, because there is a reward mechanism within the Bitcoin system. If you help keep the records in this problem system securely, new Bitcoins are created and transferred to your account. Just like finding new gold, but here we come to a very important crossroads. Pay attention, why is gold valuable? Because it's a rare thing in the world. If not, what is a piece of stone worth after all? Being small makes it valuable. We say less, but we still do not know the exact amount of gold. It still continues, no one knows how much it will be. They have guesses on this subject, But if you look at the fact, a lot of money can be printed, not like this. So money can be printed unlimitedly. This is entirely at the discretion of the central banks. But unlike gold and money, Bitcoin mining has a limit. So how much Bitcoin can be produced is very clear and limited. There will be a total of 21 million Bitcoins in the world, not more. Well, a question comes to mind, how much has been produced so far? There are around 16 million Bitcoins currently in circulation, and it is getting harder and harder to produce. This is how the system was designed. According to estimates, we will be around 2140 when the last Bitcoin, the 20 millionth Bitcoin, is produced. We know that it will be valuable and also very valuable in the future because it is so limited and difficult to obtain. For this reason, we can actually call Bitcoin a digital store of value. Since it's so valuable, what are we waiting for? Before the video even ends, if you say let's go buy Bitcoin and invest, I would like to say that it is an experimental element for Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin is an experimental digital store of value. More and more people have heard of Bitcoin and more people have invested. So its value has increased. Who knows, maybe after watching this video, many new people will hear about Bitcoin and try to invest and its value will rise or fall a little more. Maybe even more governments will ban Bitcoin and its value will one day go to zero. That's why I am emphasizing it again. I am not telling you to buy Bitcoin or not. Yes, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple or more than 1,300 that I can't name. No, all those cryptocurrencies are all experimental as of now. However, I think that the underlying chain, that is blockchain technology, that decentralized distributed structure is a revolutionary approach to defining money. So, it's not just about Bitcoin. Maybe not Bitcoin specifically, but blockchain technology could be one of the most important inventions in human history, just like the internet.